Welcome back to Airport English, check-in, security, and boarding. Before we roll, quick hello from me and a warm welcome to my travel partner in stories, Emily.
Thanks. And sitting across from me is the guy who once packed 3 sweaters for a tropical trip, Zach, the king of cozy flights.
Guilty. If you're new here, we keep English simple and real. If you enjoy this, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next trip-friendly episode.
Quick roadmap for today. First, check-in phrases at the counter. Then security, what to say and do. After that, gate talk and boarding steps. And finally, small problems like delays or seat changes.
To kick it off, remember last month at the check-in counter when your bag felt like it was full of bricks? What did you say to the agent?
I said, "Good morning, could you please weigh this?" The scale blinked red, overweight. I took out a jacket and said, "No problem, I'll wear it." The agent laughed and printed my boarding pass.
Nice and polite. By the way, boarding pass means the paper or digital ticket you show to enter the plane. Simple and important.
And check-in counter is the desk where the airline helps you with bags and seats. One phrase I use is, "Could I have an aisle seat, please?" It keeps things calm and respectful.
Speaking of calm, security lines can test your nerves. Remember when I forgot the water bottle? The officer held it up and I said, "Oh, I didn't realize it was in there. My mistake."
That tiny sentence helped. Liquids means water, juice, or gel. I also say, "Laptop out?" if I'm not sure. The officer nods and I put it in the tray without stress.
Small, clear questions save time. Another helpful word is tray, the plastic bin for your phone, keys, and laptop at security. Keep your tone light. It goes a long way.
After security, the gate is like a waiting room with screens. Once the screen flashed, "Gate change," I told you, "Let's double-check the announcement," and we walked 2 gates over, still early.
Good call. Gate agent is the person at the desk. I usually say, "Hi, just confirming. Is this still boarding at 10:20? It's short and friendly, and it keeps me on track.
Quick recap. Today we'll cover check-in talk, security steps, gate language, and small problems. You'll learn phrases that make travel smoother and your English more confident.
If this sounds useful, follow or subscribe now. It helps you find us next time, and it tells us you want more real travel English.
All right, ready? We'll start with check-in, documents, bags, and seat requests, so you feel steady from the very first step at the airport.
Let's zero in on the check-in moment. I like to arrive early, breathe, and start with a clear hello. Emily, what's your go-to first line at the counter?
Usually, "Good morning, I'm checking in for the flight to Lisbon." Then I add, "I have 1 bag to check." If I want to seat change, I ask politely, "Is an aisle seat available?"
I keep my passport open and the confirmation number ready. That number is your booking code. When I say it clearly, the agent finds my name fast. Emily.
Last month, the scale beeped. Overweight. The agent said, "It's 3 kilos over." I smiled and said, "No worries, I'll move a few things." I put shoes into my carry-on and we were fine.
Do you use the self-service kiosk or go straight to the counter, Emily? I like the counter when I have questions. I say, 1 checked bag and 1 carry-on. Carry-on means the smaller bag you bring on the plane.
If I'm in a rush, I use the kiosk. I scan my passport, confirm my name, and print the tag. Then I tell the agent, "Could you help me attach the tag? It's quick and friendly."
I forgot to print the tag once. The agent smiled. "I can print that here." I said, "Thanks so much." By the way, the tag is the label with your destination code on it.
Seat requests can change your whole flight. You're tall, Zach, so aisle helps you stretch. I sometimes ask, if possible, near the front. It makes connections and deplaning easier.
On night flights, I ask for a window to catch the sunrise. I tell the agent, if there's a window free, that would be great. They often say, "Let me check availability." Availability means open seats.
Documents can slow people down. I keep my passport and booking reference in a small pouch. I place it on the counter and say, "Here's my passport and booking reference." Short and clear.
Do you keep your boarding pass on your phone, Emily? I like digital, but I download it so it works offline. It saved me in a weak Wi-Fi airport.
My phone died once. The gate agent printed a new pass, but now I often ask at check-in, "Could you print a paper copy as backup?" It feels calm to have both.
I also love baggage drop when I've checked in online. I just say, dropping this bag. Drop means leave the bag so it travels in the hold. Fast and simple, Emily.
Special items are a thing too. I carried a small guitar once. The agent said, "We might gate check it." I answered, "Okay, as long as it's safe." Gate check means leave it at the plane door, not the counter.
Phrases that keep me calm. Could you confirm my connection? And what time is boarding? Confirm just means make sure it's correct. Short questions, smooth travel.
Mini recap. We've talked about documents, bag weight, kiosks, and seat requests. The pattern is clear, polite, and simple language. It opens doors, sometimes aisle doors.
Tone matters. When I add please and thank you, people relax. I notice the agent slows down and explains more. It's human, and it helps a lot, Emily.
Has a seat change ever saved your day, Zach? Like one small request that made a big difference?
Oh, yes. I was stuck in a middle seat on a long flight. I asked early, "Any chance of an exit row?" The agent found one. I said, "I really appreciate it," and slept like a baby.
Speaking of moving forward, we're set on check-in. Clear hello, documents ready, bag plan, and kind seat requests. Next up, we'll glide through security without stress.
On that note, security is where I try to stay simple. Trays ready, liquids bag on top, laptop out. Emily, what's your first move when you reach the checkpoint?
If the line looks confusing, I ask an officer, "Is this the queue for security?" Queue just means line. Then I breathe and start unloading my stuff.
About liquids, travel-size bottles help so much. I keep them in a clear bag. Liquids are things like water, shampoo, or lotion. Does that match your routine, Emily?
Totally. I once forgot a full water bottle in my backpack. The officer held it up and I said, "Oops, my mistake, I'll toss it now." Tone mattered more than the words.
Same here. I usually ask, laptop out, shoes off. If I'm not sure, I just ask. Tray is the plastic bin for your phone, keys, and laptop.
I make a little system. Phone, watch, and coins go straight into one tray, then jacket and laptop in another. When staff say, "Empty your pockets," empty means take everything out.
The metal detector once beeped at me because of a belt. I smiled. "Ah, the belt. My bad." The officer nodded, I removed it, and the beep disappeared.
Ever had secondary screening, Zach? I had it in Paris. It was just an extra minute and a quick pat-down. Secondary screening means an extra check, normal and routine.
I did, and it was fine. They explained each step. In the body scanner, I stood still with hands up, 2 seconds. Then I heard, "You're good to go."
Polite questions keep things smooth. Where do laptops go? Or, do shoes stay on? Short, direct, friendly. Officers are busy, and clear speech helps them help you, Zach.
When traveling with kids, I say to people behind me, "Go ahead if you're faster." Little kindness changes the mood. And strollers sometimes get a quick hand check. No big deal.
I like that. I also keep my ID and boarding pass together. If I'm unsure, I point and ask, "Like this?" It saves time and avoids guesswork, especially in noisy halls.
Quick recap. Clear bag for liquids, trays organized, ask simple questions, and stay patient. The words are short, but the feeling, calm and polite, does the heavy lifting.
And if something beeps, don't panic. I say, "No problem, I can remove it." That small sentence shows cooperation, and the officer relaxes too.
One more phrase that helps me. "Could you guide me?" I used it in a busy airport, and a staff member walked me to the right lane. Stress gone in seconds, Emily.
Exactly. Gentle voice, short questions, and a neat setup. With that, you move through the checkpoint like water, quiet and steady.
Speaking of moving, once you're through security, the next stop is the gate. Announcements, timing, and boarding groups. That's where we listen closely and keep plans flexible. Meanwhile, at the gate, I scan the screen for the gate number, status, and boarding time. What catches your ear first, Emily?
The phrase now boarding. If it says on time, I relax. If I hear delayed, I check the new estimated time with the agent.
I once heard a fast announcement in Madrid. I asked, sorry, was that a gate change to H12? She nodded and pointed. Short question? Problem solved, Zach.
I love how final call wakes everyone up. Final call means last chance before the door closes. I packed my bag faster than a sprinter that day.
When they say pre-boarding, I've seen families and passengers needing extra time go first. After that, priority boarding, then groups by number. It feels smoother when people line up early, Emily.
I keep my pass open and headphones off. If I'm unsure, I show the screen and ask, am I in group 3? Clear and kind works, especially with a busy gate agent.
Remember Lisbon? I misheard 30 as 13. You tapped the sign and said, look, group 3 at 13:30. I laughed and stayed put instead of rushing.
Another useful word is standby. Standby means you don't have a seat yet. You wait for a free one. I saw a student get on at the very last minute. Huge smile, Zach.
Do you ask for water before boarding, Emily? I sometimes check. Is there time to grab a bottle? If they say boarding shortly, I stay nearby.
Same. And when the line moves, I hold my phone high, screen bright. The scanner beeps green, and the agent says, have a good flight. That tiny moment sets the tone.
After the beep, I step aside, stow my bag in the overhead bin, and keep my jacket with me. Overhead bin means the storage above the seats, Emily.
Quick recap. Listen for time, gate number, and group. Watch for gate change, final call, and boarding now. Ask short questions, and keep your pass ready at the front of the line, Zach.
One more story. In Chicago, a sudden gate change popped up. I said, excuse me, has A4 moved to B2? The agent said yes, and a family behind me thanked me.
Little teamwork at airports is gold. I sometimes tell people, you're good, this is still group 2. Friendly tone keeps stress low and helps everyone board faster.
If announcements are unclear, I read the airline app. It mirrors the screen. And if there's a delay, I softly ask, any update? Respect gets real answers, Emily.
All set for boarding steps. Stay near the gate, listen, confirm, and walk on with a calm smile. Next, let's handle problems, delays, and missed connections without losing our cool.
And celebrate small wins. Finding a seat fast, overhead space above your row. I whisper, nice, and settle in with a book.
Exactly. Clear words, kind tone, and alert ears. That's gate peace.
Let's go deeper into the messy moments. Delays, lost bags, and missed connections. When the screen flips to delayed, what's your first move, Emily?
I open the airline app, then walk to the desk and say, hi, I'm on flight 204. Could you please update me? Update means give new information. What about you, Zach?
Last winter, snow hit Munich. I told the agent, is there an earlier flight or a reroute? Reroute just means a different path. She rebooked me through Zurich, and I made it.
In Madrid, I had a long delay. I asked, are meal vouchers available? A voucher is a coupon for food. The agent smiled, handed one over, and stress dropped fast, Zach.
If it's overnight, I ask, could you arrange a hotel? Arrange means set it up. When I keep my tone calm, the conversation stays friendly, Emily.
Same here. I say, Is accommodation provided? They once printed a small slip with the address and shuttle time. Clear words plus a soft voice worked like magic.
That reminds me of a missed connection in Lisbon. Our first flight landed late. At the transfer desk, I said, "I missed my connection to Porto. What are my options?"
The agent checked seats and put me on standby. Standby means you wait for a free seat. I asked, "Could you also list me for the next flight?" And she nodded, Zach.
When it worked, I said, "Could you rebook me and email the boarding pass?" She sent a confirmation in 2 minutes. I thanked her and grabbed a quick sandwich.
Speaking of that, have you ever waited at the carousel and your bag didn't show up, Zach? My heart always drops a little.
Oh, yes, in Chicago. I went to baggage services. My bag didn't arrive. Here's my baggage tag. The tag is the sticker with your bag number. The agent stayed calm and helpful, Emily.
They filed a report and gave me a reference number. I asked, "Can you deliver it to my hotel?" They said yes and told me to keep receipts for essentials.
The bag came the next day with a small overnight kit, toothbrush, t-shirt, and socks. That kit is a simple comfort when you are tired and worried.
Quick recap. Stay polite, ask clear questions, and show documents like the baggage tag or booking code. Useful words today: rebook, reroute, standby, voucher, reference number.
I also take a photo of my suitcase before the trip and keep the color and brand written down. When I show that, staff find it faster, Emily.
Smart move. One phrase that keeps tempers low is, "I appreciate your help." Appreciation opens doors. Do you have a go-to line when it gets tense, Zach?
I ask, "What options do I have today?" It turns a problem into a plan. Then I add, "Whichever is fastest, please." Short, respectful, effective.
And when things finally move, I breathe, grab water, and send one text. New plan, all good. With problems handled, we're ready for a smooth wrap-up and final travel advice next.
As we wrap up, here's what stood out for me today. Clear hello at check-in, calm steps at security, careful listening at the gate, and polite problem-solving when travel goes sideways.
Same here. Short questions and kind tone kept showing up. A little courtesy opened doors, sometimes literally at boarding.
For trips, I keep a tiny note on my phone with 3 lines I use often. It saves my brain when I'm tired and the airport is loud.
I do that too. Last week I opened my notes and asked the agent for a seat change, then confirmed the boarding time. 2 lines, 0 stress.
Quick vocab touch-up. Itinerary means your travel plan, flights and times in one list. Upgrade means a better seat, like moving from middle to aisle.
Have you actually gotten an upgrade with a simple question?
Once, after a long delay, I asked if any aisle seats had opened. The agent checked and moved me forward a few rows. One polite ask changed the whole flight.
Tiny habits help. I put passport, boarding pass, and a pen in one pocket. When forms pop up, I don't dig through my bag and miss announcements.
Another habit. Screenshot the boarding pass so it works offline. That little trick saved me when Wi-Fi died at the gate.
Mini recap. Keep documents together. Prepare 1 or 2 lines you'll use. Listen for keywords like gate change and final call, and ask for help early.
For next steps, try this on your next trip. Arrive with a note of your flight number, gate, and one question you want to ask. It turns nerves into action.
And give yourself buffer time. That means extra minutes between steps. With a small buffer, even a line at security feels manageable.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us. If this episode helped, follow the show and share it with a travel buddy who wants calmer airports.
Next time, we'll keep building real travel English, one friendly story at a time. Until then, safe travels and steady English.